Dragon Quest is a legendary RPG series, although I'm only familiar with 11 because I played it, and 5 because I watched your story. Not a bad movie until that disgusting ending. I needed 15 minutes to dissect that ending alone. Square Enix decided to put a 2D HD remaster on Dragon Quest III, which is cool, but the game will have some censorship, like the female warrior having her armor to have a tank top and shorts underneath. I don't mind it that much, but it is undeniably censorship. There was a deleted interview with the Dragon Quest producers where they complained about the gender select from male to female to type 1 and type 2. Yeah, that change is dumb. I hated it in Elden Ring, and I hated it here too. That said, I see plenty of people that don't mind the changes, as long as they can play Dragon Quest 3 in HD. It's your wallet, do whatever you like. You can still get the original versions, but on the 7 Seas, so learn how to sail. The Dragon Quest creators spoke out against the stupid type 1 and type 2 gender selection and the censorship of the game. That leads to some horrible takes, like this dude saying that Yuji Horii is a freaking Nazi! Or how about this dude outright denying that he's the original creator? This person said it's good that extreme stuff is being toned down. Which part do you consider extreme out of this? It doesn't matter whether it makes sense that a female warrior marched into a snowy field or volcano in a bikini for armor. By your logic, the censored outfit makes no sense either. Fiction has to develop 1 foot grounded in truth to be believable. It already has. You just didn't like the extreme design. Some delusional pricks think that the Christian right is involved in the changes. What, the type 1 and 2 selection instead of male and female? That was by the Christians? Are you delusional? There's a difference between people wanting something and actual legislation. How nice you consider social pressure as people wanting something. I do have to admit that I mellowed a lot from a lot of industry debacles like censorship or wokeness compared to a decade ago. But not because I'm more optimistic. I'm actually more apathetic and cynical. Last time I was passionate and optimistic because I expected the industry to improve. This time, I didn't, because I have no faith in the industry. When Sean Layden told everyone that I shouldn't buy Ghost of Yotei if I don't like it, fair enough, I won't. I don't mind the female protagonist, but I do mind it being a PS5 exclusive, and I'm not buying a PS5 just for that game. If the industry doesn't care about your opinions, then there's no need to waste any more breath on them. I just let them do their thing, and occasionally celebrate when they don't screw up. But when they do, oh boy, I am all in. But unlike last time, it's not because I'm angry that they screwed up, it's because I'm happy that their screw up is colossal and hilarious. One of the driving motivations of me making these videos is because I have thoughts on something interesting, and I want to express them because I find them entertaining and fun to discuss and talk about. This thread is an interesting starter of conversation, even though it started off with something stupid. I have expressed my disdain towards localizers. A lot of them can't take criticisms and insult anyone that goes against them. Me going against them is not me trying to win the culture war, it's just me expressing my opinion. This person, however, is defending localizers to end the culture war. It's a very idealistic view. That's like saying, I want people to stop fighting on the internet. Sorry, but the internet is an amazing source if you want to see people talking smack online, verbally abusing others, bullying people, and insulting them for the dumbest and pettiest of reasons. Sometimes they are entertaining, others are just depressing. And yes, I find you very entertaining for wanting the culture war to end. What do you want next? World peace? For real though, the culture war online can be exhausting and infuriating, but beyond all that, there's always a funny side to the whole thing. It's a clown world, and it's funny and depressing, but I look at the funny side more than the depressing side. There's also another war that I love to participate in, the console war. It keeps going. This person asks why people play on PC. Because I play PC games. I emulate old games. Unlike a lot of PC gamers that want a 1080p 60 FPS minimum, I'm fine with 1080p 30 FPS. That way, I don't have to buy the most expensive parts. My CPU and GPU don't have to run hot, and I can play newer games fine, even with less than capable hardware. I admit the PS5 is more powerful compared to the most powerful PCs that I have, but I don't need the power of the PS5 to get 60 FPS. I just need the game to be playable and not choppy at 30 FPS. That's good enough for me. Not good enough for most people, but I'm fine with it. I'd rather save my money to buy something else. I don't need a PS5 for more performance, but there are people that want more performance with less money, and they want to play the upcoming PS5 exclusives, so the PS5 is a viable choice for them. As much as I love to rag on people's poor financial decisions, it's their money. I can't exactly prevent them from making decisions that I strongly disagree with, but there's a difference between a purchasing decision I disagree with and straight up delusions. The Xbox One emulation is finally here, and this person said that the console has every game that they have on a PC already, a point that is still true even with Series X. That's not good enough for PC gamers. They have to be able to steal because emulation is stealing, right? No, emulation is not stealing. Downloading the game ROMs for free is stealing. It's piracy, and I see nothing wrong with it. Yes, a lot of people use emulators to play pirated ROMs, but a lot of people also use knives to hurt people. That doesn't mean knives should be illegal. This delusional console fanboy then said, when PC dies, we all win. Here's the problem, PC will never die because people actually need the PC to develop games for the consoles you praise so much. Just saying. I get that it's really petty to fight between which video game entertainment system is the best, but 1, it's really fun. 2, it's informative and sharing information about technology is a lot of fun to me. And 3, the idiots are fun to make fun of. Console peasants always look at PC gaming as a maximum performance platform that's better than their consoles. I don't see PC gaming that way. I see PC gaming as playing games on the PC. It doesn't matter what PC or which game. If you play Doom on an old Lenovo ThinkPad, you're a PC gamer. This person left PC to consoles to get more performance out of their system. That's an odd reason. The only plausible reason why I want to buy a PS5 is to play console-exclusive games earlier, like Demon's Souls, Stellar Blade, Astrobot, GTA 6, or Ghost of Yotei. But they're still not good enough for me to buy a PS5. Yes, the PS5 is technically stronger than my RTX 3060 or 4060 laptops, but I don't need 60 FPS. 30 FPS is fine for me. That's why most people are still staying on the PS4. Plenty of games are still being released there right now, like Persona 3 Reload, Metaphor Fantasio, Yakuza 8. A better question is, why buy a PS5? Say what you want about the PS5 and meme about it's one game and I don't know why. If I'm serious, it's the only AAA gaming console that I can totally see why someone would buy. More so on the fat PS5 and the slim PS5 rather than the PS5 Pro, but we already talk about that a lot. What I don't get is why anyone would want to buy an Xbox. Xbox wondered the same thing. Why do developers make games for PS5 and skip Xbox? Are they really doing that? Personally, I don't see why I would want to get an Xbox, or anyone for that matter, other than those that have already invested in it. My Xbox investments consist of an Xbox One controller that broke and a wired 360 controller that still works, and I still like it. Actually, the same can be said for a PlayStation. DualShock 3 sucked, but DualShock 4 is phenomenal, and DualSense is my favorite controller, but they have motion sensors, and Xbox doesn't, so Xbox still loses. The controllers are pretty much the only reason why I'm invested in the console market, especially because all of them will work fine on PCs. But here's another reason why I don't choose a console. Imagine having your amazing piece of gaming technology that you spend hundreds of dollars on, only to find out that you cannot play them because the servers are down. That's right, the PlayStation a couple weeks ago suffered a network outage, and so is the Xbox. This resulted in people not being able to play the games that they want to play, even single-player games. I mean, with multiplayer games, I get that you need to be online, but we're living in 2024 where you cannot be offline playing games, even if the game is single-player. You have to be online. You have to check PlayStation and Xbox and make sure that the copy of your game is legit. What was that question again? Why do people play on PCs? Because the game just works, especially pirated copies. No internet necessary. I don't need to pay for online multiplayer either. Not that I play online multiplayer that much, but still. You console peasants are dependent on Xbox and PlayStation for getting their crap together. Otherwise, you're screwed. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, here's a kitty for you. And also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you have supported the channel a lot. And also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links below. Just $1 and you have supported this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel. Link down below. Go subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.